Hello, hello everyone. Can you hear me okay? Looks like some people are still joining in. Hello, Abventer. No, we don't have a guinea pig yet. So yeah, it might work. Oh, 9Q to 7Q. Yeah, I think it'll work. I think it'll work. I actually need to figure out which video we're on. Videos. Okay, so game 2. So we've done 2 9Q to 7Q. Make sure I didn't, forget to publish one. Content. Game 2. There's game 3. So yeah, I forgot to publish one. Oopsies. So we're at game 4. So I'll publish game 3 this week. And then put out game 4. And we'll record game 4 today. Oopsies. Put it on my to-do list. Gotta get it done. Alright. So we're at game 4 today. So yeah, 9Q to 7Q. So Appfinter, what is your username on OGS? Just need your username if you're still interested. Go zombie. All right. Oh, you have a YouTube channel. Does it go? Oh, not quite go, but still cool. What is that? See? Boop, subscribed. That's exciting and fun. Looks like a lot of fun. All right. Now that I've stalked you today. All right, so we got Go Zombie. Ooh, fan of Dwyran. All right, so yeah, we have a volunteer. I think we got a good number of people. Hopefully, if you're here, speak up and chat. We got viewers. Not sure if they're just lurkers or not. But yeah, hopefully everything is ready to go. So you guys ready to get into it? Are we ready to play some Go? Yeah, sorry about the couch. I kind of have a light just that took your spot.
I have a question. Did James bust the pickaxe trying to break that rock?
Did he bust the pickaxe?
The top of the handle, like right where the head connects to the handle, looks splintered.
He broke the pickaxe.
I can't bend down.
How do you break a pickaxe? I am not strong enough to break the pickaxe.
The wood on the handle looks pretty old.
Ah.
It's possible that there's just enough shock to splinter the wood.
Yeah, we were digging the hole for the electric pole, and we ran into a rock, and I was like, I can't go any further. And he came out there, I'll freaking do it, blah, 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 and broke a pickaxe. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Dad versus rock. Dad loses.
Rock 1, Dad 0.
Oh, man.
Can I close these windows?
Yeah, I'm done uploading on my computer. All right. Yeah, so...
Also, hi, chat.
Yeah, that's my wife over there. For those who it's not a ghost in my room, it's actually my wife.
Who's semi-walking now. I don't know how much they've been updated.
I don't know. I think we got a lot of new people today, so I don't know if they know about your leg injury. But she had a leg injury. She's walking around, almost recovered, 75% of the way done. So that's nice.
Now we just gotta build the muscle so that it doesn't happen again.
Yep. So yeah. Oh, after getting beat twice by someone who watches my content, they want to learn more. You are in the right place. Kingfisher is a new person to watch. I think I might have responded to one of your comments. I'm not sure if it was you or someone else. Um, he said they've got beat twice by people who watch my content.
Ah, that'll do
I
it.
gotta teach you the secrets, man. Welcome to the secrets of how to be good at Go. Sir Mortimer says, hello, Mrs. Clausius. Ryuk. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. All right, so let's get into the game today. So I have to restart the recording. Actually, let me start the game first, and then we'll pause it and start the recording. This will be 10 minutes. My color automatic. We are not going to disable analysis anymore. That way it can show variations sometimes. I've been playing around with the idea. I think Bats does it a lot too, but I don't know. I don't like how... I haven't found a good way to do it that I'm comfortable with yet. This will not be ranked. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. All right. Send challenge. Just waiting on you, Go Zombie. I wonder if he's like really good at bringing things back to life. Oh my gosh, 4,926 games. You, sir, are impressive. It's a lot of games.
In how long?
I think since July 2018. So just a few years.
2020, man.
I think 2020 slowed him down. According to the graph. He started going downhill after 2019. Soon, it's kind of ironic because 2020 actually made people play more because they were stuck at home. Hello, Distracted Practice. Just waiting for you, Go Zombie. Getting there? Gotcha. You're on my channel, by the way.
Game started.
That explains all the Go videos on your YouTube recommendation.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to pause game.
Game paused.
All right, and let's go ahead and restart the recording. Hello everyone, this is Clossius, and I'm back with another Clossi Approach video. Today we are at game number 4 of the 9Q to 7Q section, and we have a lovely volunteer, Go Zombie. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for volunteering. And we're just going to continue grinding away, making sure that we have good habits, which I'll actually tell you a short story really quick. I just played a game in the Youngusang this week, which is kind of like an online dojo. And I lost a corner. I was going to lose the game anyway, but I actually was really happy with how I played on the rest of the board. But in this particular corner, I assumed it was alive with the shape instead of taking 2 seconds to read a life and death problem that should be very simple for me. And for those who know what it is, it's called the large pig's mouth. I know the shape. If I had read it, I would have figured it out. But I assumed, because I was too busy counting and reading other things, that I forgot to check the life and death. And my corner ended up in a ko. And since I was already behind by like 10 points, I couldn't afford the ko. So it was not a good result. And ended up losing the game because of it. It was just not a good result. So for me, the lesson was, it's not that I didn't know the life and death, because when I read it, I'm like, oh, I know this shape. It's that I forgot to read it before leaving. That is where my habits come in. So even I have to work on my habits. So you guys got to work on your habits. Make sure you're reading life and death before you leave. Make sure you're reading things before you play it. Work on those habits is very important. And also make sure that we're analyzing each and every move. Make sure it has a goal and a purpose. And then a single digit Q, of course, we're working on aggressive defense, checking our opponent's knights moves and hanes and cutting points. Making sure that we're doing good joseikis, thinking about combinations in the opening, make sure we're doing all the things, all the double digit Q moves correctly, and then adding on a layer of moves to consider. And this is something I've had to tell a lot of my students is when I say add on a layer, the extra layer doesn't mean instead of. So it's not like you're playing higher level moves instead of the double digit Q moves. It's actually in addition to. So in other words, you have the double digit Q moves, and then you have the single digit Q moves that we're adding on. Like you add on attachments, you can add on maybe 2-space jumps if you want to, but like a little scary. But you can add on different tactics, so you have more ideas to work with. But it doesn't necessarily mean you don't play. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't play the double digit Q moves. It's just you have more options, and then you want to find the one that works for this position. So make sure you're not just saying, "Oh, I'm too strong to play a 1-point jump." That's completely wrong, completely false. If the double digit Q move works, we're gonna do it. So just keep that in mind as we're going forward. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the game. Resume.
Game resumed.
All right, and we're gonna say hello, have fun, which is I don't know why, but this is something I haven't been seeing a lot of people do anymore. Greeting your opponent before the game and thanking your opponent after the game. I think it's becoming it's slowly dwindling down to not being as proactive anymore. Oh, we're gonna continue our Clossi Approach of this. So make sure you're greeting your opponent at the start and thanking your opponent for the game at the end. I think the courtesies in Go should not be lost. We shouldn't lose the courtesies we have in Go and the respect for our opponents. Our opponent is taking the time out of their day to give us a challenge or give us whatever they're going to give us as a practice opponent. This is not a computer. This is an actual human being. We need to be very thankful that someone is actually taking the time to play us. So Chinese opening. So I'll just go top. It's pretty normal. Yeah, Fox, I know there's a language barrier. On KGS, many years ago, this was very, very common to greet your opponent. Like you always greeted your opponent. Your opponent apologized for destroying you on the board. I mean, fair. And you should be thankful for getting destroyed on the board. Thank you for the lesson of destroying my groups. Now I know where my groups were weak, and I can review and learn from it. Right? Okay, so we're actually going to play the attachment here. We could 3-3. I think 3-3 is very common, especially against the Chinese opening. But I think a lot of players will be learning the attachment at this level. So we're going to do that. And, you know, just make sure that we're learning stuff. Make sure that we know it. Okay, we're gonna Hane. Just do our Josekis. If I wasn't trying to study this, I might 3-3. I think that's more common, or at least it's the old pattern that I know. All my patterns are like old. I'm still updating a lot of stuff. All right, so he fixed, so we're just gonna fix. That's fine. That is fine. This is a little good for white because you could force white a little bit more than this and still get the same result. But it's okay. This is good if you don't know it. And now we're alive, so we're happy with this as white. All right. See, think about the next plays. Ooh, can I do this thing? Can I do the thing? Yeah, so we have this idea, and this idea, and this idea. I don't know if those look good or not. Then, of course, we have the 3-3s as well. We have a lot of options. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Like I said, I haven't quite figured out if I like it or not. Okay, so direction of play, the Clossi Approach says the pincer, and probably want to pincer low. High if we really want to develop. You know what? We don't see high a lot, so let's go high. I want to show you guys some Moyo stuff. Yeah, I want to show you guys some Moyo stuff. So I'm going to go high. Okay. And I believe the idea here is he should have jumped, so we're going to take the jump away, let him live in the corner, and then I have influence on top. The other idea is if he jumped, we played that Joseki, then I could approach right here. Oh, wait, I have analyze mode. Boom. Yeah, so my thinking was he would play right here. Then I could choose the Tanuki now and just do this to make influence, or I could say block, here. That's an idea, just to show some influence. Before this, I could also try to exchange here. And then try this. This is all an option. Or I can just talk his mouth. The idea being, just look at some influence. Just an idea. Whether you like it or not, that's going to be style. But mostly I'm just showing you guys, like, newer options, right? I'm trying to break you out of your comfort zone to try new things. And then once you try new things, then you can find another comfort zone, and then you level up again, and you try new things at a higher level. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't know if I like this one in particular. I probably one space low. But that was what I was thinking about, just to show you guys some new stuff. And if you're wondering how I know those variations on the left, it's because Joseki knowledge. Remember that you got to study Josekis. And also studying Josekis isn't just learning like what the Joseki is, but also playing the Joseki and learning what follow-ups can happen from it. Knight's moves, let's check the cut. Boom, 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 boom. That's good for us. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh, wait. I can show you guys what I'm reading. I can show you guys. So this is actually cheating, technically-ish. I don't know. Maybe it's not technically cheating because it's technically a setting. But I think you should never ever do what I'm about to do, which is play out variations in real time. You should read with your eyes. It'll make you weaker to do this. However, for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you guys. So we can go boom, 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 boom. Okay, there's that cut. Boom, boom. There's that. That's fine. But then there's a question of this Nobi. There. That's fine. So I think this one just works. I don't see any counter to this. There's a Hane, but I can just dip to triangle. So I don't see any counter to this. So I think I can cut. Let's check the other cut just to see if this one's any better. I don't think it is at first glance. Do the windmill. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't see any good response. So yeah, I'm just going to go here. Okay. Boop. Yeah, so that's what you want to do in your head, though, is you want to check, you want to double check, you want to check for any counters, you want to check the other moves as well, see if anything's better. Just go through that, and honestly, reading should be faster than playing it out anyway. And if it's not, then you should do more Go problems and work on speeding up your reading. And also stone visualization. But yeah, check the Knight's moves. It's the first thing I considered. You know what I didn't do? I said I'm going to check the Knight's move and see if I can cut. That's the first thing I said I was going to do. But I also didn't compare it to just blocking normally and seeing if that was better. I don't think it is, but I should have checked just in case. Good habits. Good habits. Don't just check the cut. Check also not cutting and compare it to the cut. See if the cut's any better. Actually, I had two options here. The other one was this one, but I think this one is easier to understand. This one's a little bit more complex, but possible. Here, I think this is okay. I could just kill the stone a little bit more. I'm not sure what I want. This feels like too much Aji. I'm gonna go here. I think there's a lot less Aji on this one. Because black peeping and then playing a 1-point jump just feels like too much Aji. So let's just kill the Aji. Alrighty. So now it's the open side. So we're gonna go here. I actually don't talk about sacrifice a lot because I really don't want people sacrificing until like 3Q plus. I think a lot of players at this level over-sacrifice, like way too much. Way too much. You don't need to sacrifice everything. And a lot of players think, oh, the situation's bad, I'll just sacrifice it. That's not the correct way to think about it. You can't just say the situation's bad, so I'm just going to sacrifice it. No, you need to say, I'm going into this with a me-eye to say, I'm either going to sacrifice or I'm going to live. Like, before the bad situation happens. So, I really think people should not be sacrificing their groups until like 3Q+. I think you need to learn how to save it, and then you can start considering the pros and cons of saving it. But if you can't save it, then it's not even worth it. All right, so they go in. So now we get to apply attacking. All right, step 1, take the base. Boom. And there's too many eyes in the corner, so the first way you do this is kick. Because there's a 3-3, there's a slide. There's too many eyes in the corner. Next up, we need to determine if cap is better. Because technically he can't jump 3, that'll give me a double Hane. But he can jump 2, and that might be comfortable for him. But is cap better? I want to say yes. So cap, 2 space, kick, there, cap again, there, knight's move. I think that's okay for me. So let's compare it to here. Let's just take the base. This one might be too close because there's Aji right here, so just the knight's move. 2 stones, so 2 space away for just less Aji. So here, jump, cap, or knight's move to get 4th line profit. I think I like the cap better. Let's cap. So we're going to compare the two. We read it out for a few moves. We say, which one do I like better? Which one do I like better? You know, the habit. You read it out before you play it. Okay, then we're going to kick. Another shape we can consider right here is the knight's move. To attack it from the second line, they block and then I push up. That leads to a jump. I can show it. Another shape that a lot of players need to learn at this level is this move as well. Because that's not a bad exchange for you at all. And actually, it's better to go here. Because that way, if they do that, you have a clamp. So that it's usually here, here, jump. Versus compared to here, here. And usually we jump, but in this case we don't need to because we're pretty strong. The difference is definitely in the Aji of the Tiger's Mouth. The Tiger's Mouth Aji. So in this case it's okay, but just another shape to learn. Okay, so we know it. So I'm going to continue with my plan. Cap, push, and then knights. Seems pretty reasonable. Okay, and the response to an elephant's eye is a knight's move. So we're going to play the knight's move. And checking our cutting points, of course. Our cutting points are fine. Lately, you find after surrounding a group, you have too many cutting points. Try surrounding it with a little bit more solid shape. And also, before you surround, you should read the cuts. So that might be a case of you're going one step too far. So, one thing that you need to check is, if I play this move, can my opponent cut me? Right? And then, if they can, then don't attack with that move. Another issue that you're probably having is you are likely attacking with weak groups, or with weakness. And so instead of playing aggressive defense, you're playing offense. So in previous videos, we talked about aggressive defense, which means we're still playing defense, which means we're not having cutting points. We're just playing defense in a way that also pressures our opponent. And the big difference is those cutting points. So if you're attacking with something that's with weakness, then that means you're giving your opponent a chance to cut through you and counterattack you. So it's very dangerous, and it requires a lot of reading, and it's Dangerous for both, but usually with weakness, you attack without cutting points, or put pressure without cutting points while running away. And then with strength, then your opponent doesn't have time to cut you, so you just put maximum pressure, and they can't cut you because they'll be in too much trouble if they do. So you have to determine which one you're in, and then also check the cut before you just put the pressure on. Okay, so he went here. So my first instinct is cut, but then he cuts. Okay, I guess I gotta do the analyze again. Okay, so my first instinct is here and then here, but this already looks like not good because 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have an Atari for an empty triangle. I could try to go here. That looks interesting. But this gets into a capturing race. I'm convinced I'm gonna lose. But I also think it's actually very difficult to read that at this level. And if I go here, he's after this move. However, we do technically just have this. And this is the just Joseki knowledge again. This is the kick follow-up. This is the kick Aji, and just knowing that you can give up this 1 stone. And if they try to go down, excuse me, if they try to go down, you can connect and capture 2. So this is just Joseki knowledge again. So this is a way to keep the corner if we want to, and he doesn't have an eye, so I think I'm leaning towards that. The other option is to go here and here, but this one I don't like because he has more eye space right here, and he has Aji to steal the corner. So I'm leaning towards this move. Now I don't know if that's too much to
Game
read.
paused.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I back game?
Game resumed.
Wrong button. Analyze mode. It's fun. Yeah, so make sure you check out the other Clossi Approach series videos where we introduce aggressive defense. That I think my theory is that's what it is. I think you're attacking with weakness instead of attacking with strength. And then when you attack with weakness, you can't really afford the cutting points because technically you're not actually attacking. Aggressive defense is actually not attacking. It's playing defense. It's just playing Sente defense. And understanding that you're actually defending yourself, not attacking, is a big difference. Yeah, I've heard of the black hole opening. Actually, won a few games with it. I think I played a league game with someone, and they played the black hole against me. And I was like, I've beaten it and have won with it. They played the black hole against me, and I was like, this is a super serious game, and you're going to play the black hole. And then I just destroyed them because I understood the black hole better than they did. So I was able to counter it. So yeah, it's quite a fun opening, but not very effective in my opinion. If your opponent, like, I'll say it's very effective psychological play, but moves-wise, it's not very good. Gotcha. Yeah, bad habits are it's a lot. I think a lot of players at 9Q to 7Q, actually for anyone watching this, a lot of people get lessons from me at 9Q to 7Q recently. Oh, 1 second, phone is ringing. A lot of people get lessons from me at 9Q to 7Q. I really wish you would get lessons from me at double digit Q. Because I really wish you were weaker and didn't have the bad habits. Because 9Q to 7Q, when they get lessons, it's usually because, hey, I'm stuck at this level. Now I'm going to get lessons. But the reason you're stuck is because you formed some bad habits. So the first thing I have to do is break whatever bad habits or misunderstandings you have. Instead of just starting out, I'd rather my students just be double-digit Qs and know nothing, and then I can be like, okay, learn these things first, then you can learn those other things, and this is why, rather than don't play those other things because you don't understand why.
9,
okay, so I need to read this guy. Boop,
7,
boop, boop,
6,
boop, boop, nope,
5,
boop, boop,
4.
yeah. So I actually would rather my students be weaker, so that way I can stop them from learning the bad habits in the first place. Stuck at 18Q. Watch the Clossi Approach series. This is me being a terrible marketer, but I actually don't even think you need my lessons at 18Q if you watch the Clossi Approach series. I think the lessons help and will make it faster and easier. So I want students, of course, but like I think at 18Q, technically you don't need lessons. If you're playing lots of games, you're doing Go problems, and you watch the Clossi Approach series. If you do those three things, you can get past it, I'm sure. I think lessons will get you past faster, you know, haha, plug.
10,
But technically you don't need
9,
me.
8, 7.
Yes. You probably need to play at least like 20 games a week if you want to improve really fast. I, of course, want you to get lessons because that's my living and it's kind of what I base everything on. But I also make stupid free YouTube videos that I think are really good content, like the Clossi Approach series. I swear the Clossi Approach series is losing me more students than it should. I'm giving you guys this for free. And I'm like, man, everyone's getting to single digit Q without me now. I've shared all my secrets for free. Terrible businessman. Great to go, teacher. Okay, I'm gonna surround. These two stones are also weak. So I want to. My first instinct is surround because the kick shape
10,
2-1-2.
9,
There,
8,
there, Tari,
7,
there,
6,
ladder,
5,
Atari, there, down,
4,
Hane.
3, 2.
Can't read it fast enough. It's fine. Just play a simple move if you can't read it fast enough. There, 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 there. I can't use analyze mode because I have to read faster. There, 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 Tari. Tari, take care. Oh, this is not good.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
This is not good. I'm technically cuttable here, but it should be manageable. But this is too weak. I have to defend it. So I think I should have Hane or figured. I think Hane was better, but Byo-Yomi reading, right? Just stay strong. Fix the biggest weakness first. Read as much as you can, get as much information as you can, and make a decision. Defend the weakest thing first. Focus on defense. Make sure you don't die. Don't go so greedy for the kill and neglect your own cutting points. There, Atari, there, Atari, there, Atari, there. Ladders are fun.
10, 9, 8, 7,
I'm
6,
getting scared.
5, 4, 3.
I gotta cut though. I gotta cut. Could just let him out. Atari there, Atari there. I don't see an easy way to deal with this. Okay, let's double digit Q our way out of this. Boom. Just run away and don't get cut. Just run away and don't get cut. We're just gonna double digit Q this. Hello, Gon. This is still okay for one more move. I do need to watch this. Fudge. Defend, defend, defend. I'm in so much trouble
10,
right now.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Defend the weakest thing first. Defend the weakest thing first. Defend the weakest thing first. Let's try to capture the cutting stones. Can I? I think I can. Net.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Atari.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I have to play this first. And then he's gonna Nobi, and then I jump. Oh, this is scary. Oh, fights. 1 point jump for defense. Okay, so I know my moves. Let's figure out some other stuff. Atari is just squeeze, but wait, if Atari's that way and that way, he can technically chase me out and take my territory, so I'll fin that later. How's his eye space looking? There is a vital point. He expands and Tiger's mounts, but
10,
I can just make false
9,
eye. I can push there.
8,
So it looks
7,
a little bit scary.
6,
Can I reduce
5,
the eye space first?
4,
Probably not.
3.
Yeah, just read as much as you can, right? You have your move. Your move's obvious. Just read as much as you can, and then go play the move. That's a Biyoyomi habits, right? If Black Atari's a G3, then descends. No, because I have this capture first. I still have this capture for now, so I'm okay, just barely. But it is a lot of Aji, yes. But this is technically weaker than this at the moment.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
This situation's not looking good for me. I should get Sente eventually, and then the situation will reverse. But right now, I'm just hardcore defense. Hardcore defense. And King, this is probably where I think you would make the mistakes about what we were talking about earlier. If you started playing like Knight's moves or caps or something extra to try to like capture stuff, like maybe you played the Hane and didn't check the Atari right here, then this is where you would potentially fall apart, is you try to go extra aggressive,
10,
but you're not checking your own
9,
weaknesses.
8, 7.
And that could be where you're falling apart. So here you see how I switch gears to defense from offense. So being able to switch back and forth as necessary at the right timings is really important. So like I'm attacking. Oh, now I'm cut. Now I need to play defense. But I'm going to defend myself in a way that doesn't make him live. Ideally. Is this Sente? I'm not risking it. I need to read
10,
other stuff.
9, 8, 7,
Split here,
6,
here,
5,
there,
4,
there, squeeze.
3, 2.
So this is a squeeze. Crap, I just said don't sacrifice. This is a squeeze tactic. I played something that I just know by instinct. Okay, Kanahane. There's a double peep with a cut, but then Atari and then Hane. Atari there, but I think I went... Oh, no, there's a cutting put there. So, okay, probably not. What about push there, Atari? No, because that activates that cut. Fudge, I can't
10,
cut this because of the
9,
stone!
8, 7, 6,
let's
5.
Fix your cutting points. So I'm going to fix, then he fixes, and then I run. Okay. Interesting timing. Nope, that was a bad habit. I knew what I played. I should have read it out, though. I should have used the extra time. I had a free 20 seconds. Okay, so Atari, take, Atari, connect. Connect. Diagonal. Can I play Night Swift? There. Cut. Atari there.
10,
there. I don't
9,
think that's a net.
8, 7.
I really want to play Knightsmith here. I don't think he has time to cut me, but maybe he does. And if he does, that really bites. What about an attach? Attach, double peep, obviously. Connect, push there, cut, Nobi, cut there. Is that good for him or good for me? probably good for him. So diagonal? Yeah. Diagonal
10,
might lead to a double
9,
Hane later.
8.
That could be good. So you see, I'm trying to put more attack again. I'm trying to find ways to attack, but I have to check the cutting point. And if the cuts work, I can't do it. I have to, I have to play a diagonal, which is connected, instead of a knight's move, which is not. Because I want to play a knight's move, because it's more powerful. But if the cuts work, then I can't do it. And that's the habit, right? That's the habit. Of course, I want to knight's move or attach or do something super powerful. But if the cutting points hurt me, don't do it. Why not cap? I just went through some variations. I guess this is why I have analyze mode, but I don't have time to use the analyze mode. This is definitely Sente. I just spent it explaining. So if I capped, he would play diagonal, and then I'd block, and then he would cut.
10,
Then I have to fix the cut
9,
here with an Atari. He
8,
connects, and then I Nobi,
7,
and he just jumps, and I
5,
have 3 stones
4,
separated from my group
3,
surrounded.
2.
I don't know if you followed that or not. I don't know if it was possible to follow or not. It does not come down to reading yet. That is false. I'm showing you what you're working towards. In other words, you need to start trying to read, and likely you'll be wrong, so you'll play a diagonal at the end of the day, not a knight's move. But as you push yourself to read 3 moves or 5 moves, sometimes, maybe like 1 in 10 times, you'll
10,
find a extra
9,
move,
8,
an extra powerful move.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I'm going to Hane because I have a plan, but I'm not reading it because I'm trying to explain this. Ideally, you would start learning how to read right now, but your reading's not going to change your double-digit Q moves yet. It's just going to give you like maybe 1 in 10 scenarios, it will. And then as you level up your reading, 2 out of 10 scenarios, and then 3 out of 10 scenarios, and then 4 out of 10 scenarios. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you what you're trying to practice and the skill you want to develop. So at this level, you're trying to read.
10,
You're probably not
9,
going to get anywhere with
8,
it, but you're
7,
trying to,
6,
and then eventually...
5, 4.
Oh, fudge! I'm over here trying to explain. That's what I get for talking during the game. Okay. Am I going to die in the corner? Am I going to die in the corner? I'm over here trying to explain the cutting points. I'm just missing Ataris. No, not brain fart. Just I was looking at the chat trying to explain and not looking at the board.
10,
This is why you focus and don't play
9,
with distractions.
8,
Connect.
7,
there.
6,
I'm
5,
alive. There.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's sacrifice a period.
4 periods left.
Sacrifice a period. He connects. I connect. He throws in here. That leads to that. But if I just there, that's throwing. Hane there. Bent 4. No. He connects. I just do this then. Then he cuts. I Atari. He goes down there.
10,
Atari.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Really?
4.
Okay, this
3.
is probably my bad life and death because I'm really bad at life and death. But I'm gonna live. SDK means single digit Qs. All right, so here's a good example of what do? I've made a mistake. Let's make a comeback from a bad scenario. Or at least do our best, right? Okay, so defense first. So that's what I did here, defense first. Now I'm going to play here, defense first. I can't really attack anything
10,
now. I've lost all
9,
the Aji.
8,
So
7,
let's start trying to
6,
find eyes.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We're probably going to have to give a little bit of territory here to try to make eyes quickly. So we're going to try to make some eye space right here. We also have potentially an eye right there. So we're trying to look for very fast life. So here, push there, Pete there. So that's looks like a T4. It's not quite life yet, but this lets us start walking. And also we're using the Aji of the 2 space and the large knights
10,
to try to make an
9,
eye right here.
8,
then we can always make an I and go to right here. But he could technically... No, he can't take it away. Because if he plays right here, then I play a reverse peep and still get Sente. So he can't take it away in Sente. This is fine. My move's obvious. I play here. He plays there. But then I already have the I, so that stone's unimportant unless I'm going to cut with it. So it might be important. So I'll probably fix. Then he plays here. I push. If I go down, 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 turn, I have Liberty problem, but I can get in the corner, so that might be worth it. So
10, 9,
definitely want to cut that.
8, 7,
I still have the eye
6,
here. Might want to peek
5,
there.
4,
Okay. So here, connect, push, down, down. No, he's probably not going to push. He'll probably play here. But then I can peep. That peep, push there, cut, Tari there. Oh, I have the there, so that definitely makes this peep more Sente. So if he plays there, I can reverse peep, and that'll trap the stone. Then I just need to worry about a second eye. Potentially I can descend down after he connects to make second eye.
10,
He might also block right here,
9,
push there.
8, 7.
So I might have some forcing moves. Not quite alive yet, though. I don't know if you guys are following this, but mostly I'm just reading as fast as I can. And the way you would speed that up is the way you can like read as fast as I can is doing go problems. But first you learn a tactic, you do go problems, then you go through the category again, then you go through it again. And on the third time through, you want to be able to solve the problem within 30 seconds. That way you understand the shapes and patterns. Okay,
10,
so he has a double Atari.
9,
Can I wedge
8,
Atari there, Atari
7,
there, push
6,
there? Seems okay.
5,
That gives me cutting points, so
4.
yes. Q2 for white. Q2, Hane, cut, Tari there. Tari, no, there's a Tiger's Mouth Atari. Because if I go there, he first you try to cut off, right? And then I counter cut, he Ataris, I connect, and then he kills. So it would be different if I could play there, he Hanes, I go there, he Kataris, and I just counter Atari, sacrifice that stone and make life in the corner is possible, but then my group might die. Okay, so he's gonna Atari, connect, fix the cut, I peep, fudge. I think he's gonna fix that way, so my peep's not gonna be sent anymore. It might be. What if I just connect right here? No. There's the Atari right there. I can go right here. No, he Ataris, then reduces. Yeah, it's not alive yet. So this is the vital point. So I can go here, threaten a co.
10,
Not even a co.
9, 8,
I can just
7,
threaten a cut.
6, 5, 4.
Yeah, let's do that, and then I can make life. Okay, that is a ladder breaker. So first off, can I just fix the ladder breaker while threatening him? Yes, obviously. I could also go here. Then push, block.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's just fix. Yeah, just fix. All we're doing is playing defense. We're just putting out all the fires. Then we can start looking for a comeback. Okay, so if I play here, he Ataris, but I have an eye right here. And I do not have an eye here. But if he tries to take it...
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
I can get the eye in the corner.
4, 3, 2.
So I'm alive. I'm alive. He can get a couple forcing moves, but I'm alive. Cool. Hi, Patrick. The Clossi Approach series is basically the very first video in the series is like, okay, you know the rules. What is strategy? Like, so the Clossi Approach series is introducing strategy, and so I'm Clausius. So I teach how do I make a decision and go. What is my approach to the game. So what is the Clossi approach, right? What is my approach to the game? How do I make a decision? What strategic principles am I
9,
using? And I
8,
start from 25Q, which is basically
6,
beginner.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I start from basically beginner, and then I've worked my up to this where we're single digit Q now. So we've gone through many levels already, and we're still working through many more, and we're going to go all the way up to basically 1 dawn. So that's what the series is. This is just a continuation of that series, but there's many videos in it. And the very first video is just like, okay, you know the rules. Here's the introduction to strategy.
10, 9.
Okay, defense
8,
while cutting.
7.
This is aggressive
6.
defense. Boom. The cover image? Not sure. What you mean. And then we're just playing shape. Do you mean the thumbnail? I'm not sure what fluxogram is though. Okay, and this one is just here. He plays here. I'm still alive. It's probably the Clossi Approach flowchart. Hold on. You mean this image right here? That's my flowchart. So that's like the questions that I ask. Yeah, this one is my flowchart, which you can find at colossius.live/ I actually don't know the slash.
10,
and then
9,
up here, boom.
8, 7.
And then go to
6,
Clossi Approach.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boop. Like the eye. This is my flowchart. It's colossius.live. That's my website. And then you just, up in the top right, click on the hamburger and go to the Clossi Approach. And then below it is the document where it breaks it all down. It's the document of the Clossi Approach. Yeah, so it teaches you what to think about. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea of the Clossi Approach. Is like, as a beginner, you're like, what am I even supposed to do? What do I think about? And it's like, oh, well, here's some immediate questions. Where am I weak? Where's my opponent weak? Where's the big move? Okay, now I know what to think about, but how do I answer those questions? Okay, do they have a base? Can they be surrounded? You know, I just teach about, like, what are the questions you should be asking, and how do you answer those questions? That's the Clossi Approach. Largest framework is here. Plus,
10,
I'm not completely alive.
9,
plus, he's weak,
8.
so run away while breaking in and attacking. Awesome. Yeah. Hopefully you'll find the series helpful. I am not cuttable. I am not cuttable. So let's go here. Check my cutting point. There, Atari, then Atari. I'm good. Actually, I didn't check if he wedged. Just fix. You've hit a wall. Well, this is the right series for you because we talk about what bad habits do you have, like basically breaking your bad habits and making sure that you have good habits. Oh, he's going for my eyes. Oh, he's going for the kill, guys. He's going for the kill. He's trying to make this a false eye. Okay, so I do have a squeeze right here immediately. But I think I can just go here. And then he goes here. I definitely have one eye, but he's going to go for the kill. And that's
10,
actually not unreasonable.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I'm going to sack Spirit.
2, 1.
Okay, Atari
3
there, Atari
periods
there.
left.
Or just Nobi, he Tiger's Mouths. I fix, he Ataris, and then throws in, or just pushes, and I lose my eye, so I'd have 0 eyes with no escape routes. But at the same time, he's technically cut off. I could cut him right here. He Ataris, I go there, he goes there, I Tiger's Mouth, he Ataris, and then I pushes, then I turn. That doesn't work, so there, push,
10.
which is an Atari, he pushes,
9,
and that goes
8,
there, so I would die.
7.
Can't do
6,
that.
5,
I don't
4,
know!
3, 2, 1.
I don't know what to do. I think he surprised me. Again. I am probably gonna die here. I could just live, but if I live and lose these stones, I lose the game because I lost too many points, right? So do I need an all or nothing plan? Because it looks like I'm about to just lose the game.
10, 9,
Atari.
8, 7, 6.
This is a
5,
bad Atari if I was
4,
going to go all or nothing.
3, 2, 1. 2
But I can still go here,
periods left.
here. Tiger's Mouth. I think I have to go all or nothing. Because if I just go here and connect, I just lose. Okay. What? I'm going to lose whether I die or I don't die. Or whether if I just live, I lose. If I go in, I might die and I might lose. So and I like might more than definite. So that's why I'm choosing this. All or nothing. I'm going in. Hope I live. Probably won't. I doubt it's cheating. I mean, I literally just missed an Atari. That was literally my control of the game. Like, keeping this group cut off was literally why I was controlling the game. That Atari was really, really big. I don't think I cannot stress how big that Atari was. That was why I was controlling the fight. Because that was what was cutting him off. And I just
10,
lose the cutting
9,
stones.
8, 7.
If they were cheating, they're definitely not cheating. They're definitely not. They're definitely not using AI because I wouldn't have been able to control that fight as well as I did if they were using AI. So I can almost guarantee they're not using AI. AI looks a little bit different. I'm not 100%, of course, but yeah. Don't miss Ataris, guys. Don't talk to. Gosh. This is such an epic fail. Don't talk to
9,
chat while you play.
7, 6, 5, 4,
I
3,
apologize.
2, 1.
I apologize.
Last period.
I apologize for this video. I'm so bad. Oh, man. I miss the double-digit Q days when I could just talk and just instinctively know the right move.
Black wins.
Thank you for the game. Oh, what is wrong with me? Oh, man. Oof. This is only on the internet. This is only on the internet. Don't read chat while you play Go. Don't watch YouTube while you play Go. Don't get distracted while you play Go. I'm supposed to be showing you what to do, not what not to do. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm glad that I have like 20 other videos that show that this is not how I normally play. Otherwise, this would be like unbearable. But at least I have like 20 other videos that are like, no, I can actually win this game. Don't worry. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. That is now on the internet. Okay, let's. I actually really think Black played really well here. So Black went for points, which is a really good idea. Black's up by 40 points at this point, according to AI. So probably more realistically, like 25 to 30. So I, of course, try to go in and start a fight and start trouble because I'm losing, right? Also, largest framework, right? And just play defense, aggressive defense. So this is our original defense, but then your opponent can connect under. So this is the aggressive defense. We're still running away, but now they can't connect under. So this is aggressive defense, defend, watch my cutting points, basic shapes. He went for the eyes, and I can easily live right here. This is very easy life, okay? And so he's fixing. What he's trying to do is force me low. So I could very easily just go here. But the reason I didn't is because that's just game over. Okay, it's just game over. But if I go here, it opens up that knight's move. Right? And that way, if he blocks this way, I have a tiger's mouth. And then I can go in, and I still have easy life. Like, I have life here, I have life here. So, of course, it's more active to do this. But on the flip side, it's a little bit more dangerous, which Black capitalized on. Black said, I'm going to steal your eyes and unsettle you. So Black was actually aiming for the attack. And by unsettling, these 3 stones get stronger. But at the end of the day, I think Black could have just gone here. And White lives. And then, yeah, just defend like this. Like the AI says. I think this is an easier way to do it. It's a lot easier. But I understand the idea here. It's actually not a bad idea. However, it can backfire. I think there's nothing wrong with just take profit and win. Just take profit and win. I think it's a lot easier. Here I checked this cut and saw it's fine, but I neglected to check this cut. Right here. So I forgot to check this cut. 30 seconds is hard, man. But I do like here, you actually defended yourself here quite well, and then you went for the kill. And the reason I like this is because I'm assuming that you read that if I Atari right here to cut, this goes nowhere for me. And then if I try to save these stones, then you just fix. So your group is actually alive thanks to this Hane. And I'm assuming that you read that. And if you did, that's really good. That's exactly what you should be doing. I'm assuming you read all that. And then you said, I'm going to go make a Miai of taking your eye right here or cutting these 2 stones off. So I think that's the idea here. Which I actually think this is good. This is a good winning strategy. If I wanted to go all or nothing, I think I should have done this. But I'm kind of screwed. I think it's like it's more confusing for Black, but I should be screwed here. The easy life, if I wanted just life, would be to just go here. That's alive, but again, that's too many points. Black just wins. And the whole reason I can't play conventional here, and I have to take a little bit more risk, is because I'm so far behind because I missed the Natali. So right here, it says Black's up by 17, really? I thought I was playing pretty decent, though. Let me review this. There's too many variations on the board.
Review started.
So what I was confident about over here was after I take, I was looking at this move and this move, and I wasn't sure of your life and death yet in the corner. honestly, I didn't have time to read it. I was so busy reading my stuff. But I thought it was okay. I definitely didn't like this for white, though. I thought maybe I could have done something easier. So maybe here I could go here and net. But the problem with that was here. That's a self-Atari. However, if I give it up and just let you out, I could keep chasing you and I'm fine. So this might have been a better sequence. But I saw this self-Atari and I was like, okay, I'll just fix this first. And you correctly came up with the cutting stone. So that's actually really good. One thing that I really am impressed by. I want to do this too, but... It did work. I knew it worked. I knew that worked. I knew that worked. I knew that worked. One thing that I'm really, really impressed by that I think that you did was instead of just making life, like this is what we need to do at double digit Q, okay? But now at single digit Q, 9Q to 7Q, so basically we're at the top of this range, is we need to start thinking, how can I live through my opponent's cutting points? And I think Black actually executed that very well this game. So I was really impressed by that. And here, I wanted to ladder you and do that. But I think this is just too much. Especially since I can't do it in Sentai. I think it's just too much. So honestly, I went too much with the attack here, probably. Yeah, I went too much for with the attack here. Maybe just I should fix my Knight's move. Just fix this cutting point. It's a lot easier. Probably better. Another idea is don't play the second cap. Just get the extension and get the points. This is another idea. But I think this is fine. We're still experimenting. We're still trying out attacking. So I think all of this is fine. This one I didn't really like so much. Clearly, the shape is bad. Probably I should have Tiger's Mouth first, and then cut. So yeah, I actually think Black played really, really good aggressive defense here. Save the cutting stones. And while White's unsettled... Yeah. So here's where I'm like, finally I get Sentai to do something to you. Right? But then I couldn't cut because of this stupid cutting point here. So my shape was... I think this cutting point is too much. Because if I try to do something here, something like that. This is just Mii. It's really easy for Black to play here. So I actually like this attachment. Normally this attachment doesn't work because of the cutting points. Like normally it just doesn't work. But because of this, it does. So I actually think this move is what made me like... I think this move is really good for Black. So, in hindsight, I should defend this one. This cutting point is bigger than this cutting point. In hindsight, now I know. So, yeah, cutting points. Living through your opponent's cutting points is really powerful. But you see how reading intensive it is, right? See how reading intensive it is. I could have gone like this, but I was looking at the Aji in here. So obviously that doesn't work yet. But like, imagine I can get something like this. Maybe not. What if I Nobi? That's not good. Yeah, here... Maybe one is good. Maybe one is good. It's actually quite difficult. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weak groups. 5 weak groups. So you know what I think the conclusion is? I had a cutting point here, but I can manage one cutting point. But I didn't check my knight's move. I didn't check my knight's move. So with that in mind, I should have played here to keep it at one cutting point. Because this one was so dangerous. This one is definitely better than this one, but it's less complex. And since we're trying not to be too complex at this level, I think it's fine. Yeah, this is a really good catch. I really like this move. I really like this move. It's definitely too many weak groups. Became difficult to balance. Here we looked at this. But I thought black's shape is better than white's. I think white's in a lot more trouble than black is. Another thing I was looking at was, can I do this. But I don't think so. Maybe I could come up with something here. But that was too much for me to read. See, what I want to do is play something like that. Create something like that. That's what I want to do. But I think it's too much right now. This would have been nice, though. 7 and 9 would have been nice. Yeah. I was seeing a 3 and 7. And I was thinking I could if I could find a combination with these two, it'd be fine. But then I just blatantly let him live. And Sente, mind you, because I was like, okay, let's just go here. But then he connects, and I forgot about this move. I was looking at this. Then here. Or here. I forgot to check this move, though. That's my bad. Because now it's just this. Yeah, it's alive. More Go problems. More Go problems. I checked the others. So yeah, that was my mistake. So I lost a move here. And the thing is, I can't even try to counterattack now because of this force stun as well. So there's literally like nothing else for me to attack now. So now it's just straight defense, which gives black complete control of the game. I thought you should play here and then like this. It's a lot better shape. This is also pretty strong shape though. I was thinking about if I could cut you here. But that's dangerous too. So I liked how he came back and fixed. I just made life. Here, black has a clear lead. So I try to start a fight, and then he comes up with another cool attack of here. So yeah, I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed by your ability to play aggressive defense. I think that's one thing. I think that's one thing that you do really well is you live through your opponent's shape, and I think it's really good. As long as you have the reading to back it up, I think you're doing really well. Play more games. I think you can get past 7Q pretty easily. Just play more games. I think that's your big issue is you don't play enough. If you play more games, you probably can get stronger in 7Q. Because that's kind of what we're trying to teach right now, right? Is what you've just played. Like, these two moves are exactly what I'm trying to teach. Is use your opponent's cutting points to survive. I think that was really good. Yeah, good game. It does not always work, though. In that case, make sure you're doing Go problems. It's definitely the right idea in this case. Like, I can't see all your games, right? And this particular game, it was definitely the right idea. But I could also see it being the wrong idea in some scenarios too, and then you just die. Like, for example, if you played right here and I cut you and you just died, that would be obviously bad. Or, for example, if I Atari'd and then cut right here, bad. So I definitely think the idea is correct. I experimented with this move. I might have to stop experimenting. Experimenting is going to get me in trouble at single digit Q. I was trying to show you guys like new Joseikis to work with, but maybe I should just play the conventional stuff like this. I mean, here, and then even attach right here. Like, maybe I should just play conventional at you. And then you gave me a lot of points on the left. Now, like I said, probably you can just play normal here, and it's fine. But you can understand the concept of sometimes it's not good to try too much, or to go too far. Because in this case, you actually got cut. Now, on this board, it's the opening. A lot of things work in the opening. But imagine this was the middle game. That might actually be really bad to have two Knights moves and just get cut. This might be what's causing you some issues in some of your games. So even though it's correct to consider it, it's not correct if the cuts work for you, but not for me. So in this particular case, honestly, I would just go here. It says, yeah, AI says this is 0, this is minus half a point. So yeah, this is the simple one and normal, it's easy, it just works. Whereas this one, not bad, it's only half a point. But you can understand that habit might get you in trouble in the middle game. I told you that was better. I knew that was better. But I think it's okay. We're playing basics. We're playing basics. I'm surprised this is better. Probably because of all my Aji. Yeah. Oh, AI says I should have done that one. Yeah. But I was thinking cap would be okay. But I could very well be wrong. AI says I'm wrong. This is apparently minus 2 points. So AI says I'm wrong. But, you know, we don't have to play perfect. We just have to play decent. So yeah. So, this is too premature. This is the shape. You know, AI is too strong. AI is too strong. This is normally the shape, because Elephant's Eye is normally Knight's move. But you see this Aji right here? See this Aji? The AI knows. The AI knows all. And that's why the AI is like, no. This one. This diagonal creates cutting points that are easier to handle. And in hindsight, you look at these cutting points. That is a lot easier to handle. That is a lot easier to handle. For this specific shape. But normally, it's here. This is why reading is good. The AI is so good because AI can read better than all of us. Oh, very interesting. The AI knows. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it is reading intensive. It is reading intensive. This is where it becomes tricky, and honestly, this is going to become more relevant at like 3Q plus or maybe 5Q plus at worst. You can see that if you review with the AI is going to show us better moves, right? And this is why I always say, like, play at your level. Don't play the perfect moves. Don't play the AI moves. Because even though the moves are better, and with me explaining it, you can see why it's better. Are you going to be able to see that in your own game? Are you going to be able to come up with all the reading variations in your own game? I think still you should be playing moves that you can handle, that you can follow up. Just slowly add stuff. So right now we're slowly adding aggressive defense. We're still working with capping moves. We're still watching our cutting points. And we're trying to add on. We're trying to push our reading a little bit more. Trying to actually start reading a lot of stuff. So even just aggressive defense and pushing the reading is enough to get to 5Q from here. But yeah, you can see the AI is like really strong. So be careful with the AI. Be very careful with the AI. Yeah, don't copy them if you can't copy the follow-ups. If you can't play the follow-ups, the moves are worse than the bad moves. So for example, if I play this one, it's minus 1.2 points, but I know the follow-ups. I'm sorry, the stream is breaking up. The recording will be up by next week, though. So this one, I understand the follow-ups. This one, I didn't. So that's why I didn't think about it. But now I have knowledge, like, oh, let's check this one next time too, read the follow-ups, and maybe sometimes this one's better. So that's how we learn. We just, okay, we learned a new shape. Cool. That's one thing to take from this game. If you take one thing from every game, it's great. Right? It's great. If you can take one thing from every game and you play thousands of games, you know thousands of things. So even just learning one shape and understanding the cutting points, because we're close to the edge, now you have 2 moves to consider instead of 1. So I actually think this is a lot of good stuff. I think it was a lot of good stuff. I really think Black showed aggressive defense very well. I think it was quite funny to see me lose. I actually thought I was controlling the situation more than I was. AI says I wasn't, but AI is also better than me, right? So here, I thought I was controlling the situation, but AI is better than me, so I guess I wasn't. That's fine. It's fine. We just got to play at our level, and we're just playing our single-digit Q concepts, and it's fine. But yeah, at the very end of the day, I really hope you guys find this helpful. You're not gonna win every game, and it's okay, but try to learn from every game and try to learn from every video. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and wrap up the Clossi Approach video here. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry for the poor performance, but hopefully you found the video educational and helpful and lots of lessons to learn. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, and that is it for the Clossi Approach video. That was an embarrassing game. Don't forget all the supporters that are supporters on Patreon and Twitch and YouTube and all the supporters. But no, it's only the 25 and up supporters that can attend live. But we do have the Clossi class tonight, so don't forget that. That will be an hour and a half, I think. Yeah, hour and a half. We have the Clossi class. And everyone that came today, thank you so much for participating and asking questions. I think we were able to answer a lot of good questions, and got a very funny game out of it. So, yeah, all happened thanks to all of us being here and interacting. So, we're going to find more good proverbs. Do I find them helpful? Some proverbs are helpful, but honestly, if you actually tried to find proverbs, let me... like Sensei's library, go proverbs. There's a lot more than you would think. There you go. There's a lot more than you would think, but not all of them are super important. But there is a lot there are. So, hopefully it answers your question. Yeah, Carpenter Square is a co. L group is dead. But I don't know door group. Strange things happen at the 1-2 point. Yes, it does. Eyes win capturing races. Yes. There's death in the Hane. Sometimes. Always check your cutting points is one of my proverbs. always check your cutting points. It's something I say a lot anyway. I think it's a proverb too. Capture the cunning stones, yes. Don't try to cut the 1 point jump. Yeah. It's not good to cut the 1 point jump unless it works. There's a lot. But honestly, I don't think you need to memorize them so much as like understand situational awareness. But that's why we have game examples, right? Some of them are really important though. Some of them are really important. Like 1-2 point and life and death problems, like this point and this point, and life and death problems are very, very common vital points. Magic happens there. That is a proverb and very, very true for life and death. So that might not be something we cover in this series. Some things are good, some things not so common, but hopefully that answers your question and gives you something to look for. All right, so yeah, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Hope you guys did enjoy that. Clossi class is in an hour and a half for the supporters at that tier. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys. See you. Bye-bye.